Guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always. So, talking about Goliath MMA. Goliath MMA is going to be this Sunday. It's going to be this Sunday, the 6th of November. It's going to be at the usual place, the Glen Pavilion in Dunfermline. Now, again, it's an awesome venue. Anybody that was at the first one will be able to tell you the venue was unbelievable. The event itself was fantastic. So, definitely one of the ones that I loved going to. I loved seeing it. I loved seeing everything it done. Everybody was on point. The staff, the fighters. Do you know what I mean? Stephen Harris was talking about like the referees, medical staff, and everybody was on point that day. So this Sunday, hopefully, is going to be no different. Now it's going to be some of the top amateurs from all over going to be descending on Dunfermline. So we talked about Scotland, England. We've got people coming over from from Southern Ireland. Also got people coming over from Norway and stuff like that as well. So yeah, a few different nationalities are going to be descending on Dunfermline on Sunday. So ticket availability, make sure you head over to the Goliath Fight Series Facebook page. You will get your details from there. Stephen as well mentioned there's going to be tickets available on the door. So anybody that can't get online to book the tickets, then make sure you get your tickets on the door because there will be some there. Anybody that can't be in attendance, there will be pay-per-view for this. So, again, pay-per-view details all on the Goliath Fight Series Facebook page. So my next guest is going to be on the show. So he was added a little bit late. He's not had much time to prepare, but Cody Lindsay of Goliath MMA doesn't need any time to prepare at all. So he's one of these kids that if you say to him, Cody, I've got a fight for you tomorrow, he's ready to go at any moment. So that's what we love about him. He's obviously stepped in, going to be up against Jordan Wheater. So Jordan been around for a while, got a good amount of experience and stuff like that. So yeah, Cody, listen, absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me tonight.
No problem.
Yeah. How's everything going with you then? So obviously stepped in, obviously last minute. So, but again, as I said, you like the rest of the Goliath MMA team, you don't need usually time to prepare because you guys are ready at a moment's notice.
I need to always stay ready for everything. Anything can happen. You never know what's going to pop up.
Yeah. What about training then? So obviously, how's everything going training-wise for you? Because as I said, again, stepping in at a moment's notice, but always ready. Do you know what I mean? What have you had to adapt to anything for training, or have you just continued with the same intensity as you normally do?
Well, the reason I was able to take it on short notice is because I was working down south, so I've kind of been on and off with training for a couple of months, but I was still keeping fairly fit down there, doing weights and stuff, and then came back up the road and messaged Harris saying, "What's happening with this home show? Any chance of me getting about?" And he was like, "I'll see what you're doing. See what I can do for you." And then luckily enough, well, not luckily, because one of your guys had to pull out of his fight because he ended up getting bad tonsillitis, and then that's where I was able to step in.
Yeah. But as you mentioned as well, obviously, even though you were down south, you were obviously still keeping in shape. And again, I mean, you're always walking about. You've got your abs on display, and, do you know what I mean, the muscles and stuff like that. So you're definitely always in shape.
Oh yes.
What about obviously your opponent then? So obviously Jordan, that's a good amount of experience. So again, from speaking to other Goliath MMA, I mean, they don't really worry who the opponent is as long as you turn up on the day and there is somebody standing in front of you. So does it bother you? Do you worry about your opponent, or you just more concentrate on your own game?
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my best. If what I can do after it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What? Obviously, you mentioned there. Then obviously you'd messaged Stephen. So obviously Harris to say you wanted on the show. So when was it you found out then you were actually going to be on the show? How long ago was it now?
Last Thursday.
so a week and a couple of days to prepare then.
Pretty much, aye. Obviously, as soon as I came back up the road, I started training straight away like I was having a fight, as you should always do.
Yeah. And it's a great event. I mean, obviously the first one was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm still raving about it to this day. So still telling people that it was an amazing show. So, and then when I was talking to Harris the other night, he's like, "Stoom, see, because you've been telling everybody how fantastic it's been, the pressure's on for the second one to make it just as good."
I do believe it will be just as good, if not even better this time.
Yeah, yeah. And there's something there to cater for everybody as well. I mean, we've got MMA, we've got Muay Thai, or kickboxing, we've got grappling and stuff like that. So there's something there for everybody in attendance. So everybody's going to be well catered for combat sports that day.
Definitely.
Yeah. What about you? I mean, obviously doing some jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. I mean, what do you prefer, gi or no gi, Cody?
No gi, definitely.
No.
gi.
Listen, you're only young, man. See, once you get to my age, you'll be like, let's put the gi back on. Do you know what I mean? So, but no gi. So we're going to see you, obviously MMA. We're going to see you out doing some grappling comps, getting in about the grappling comps at all.
I had one not long ago, actually, before I went down south for my fight in March. I had one. I never lasted long. It was just like a sort of open tournament, so I got put with really good. Never lasted long. But as experience the atmosphere and everything.
Yeah. So you'd love to be able to do stuff like that as well. Maybe getting about, maybe doing some grappling stuff. No gi, obviously.
I could do it with gi on it, doesn't it? I'm not totally gi, but I do prefer no gi.
Yeah, yeah. What's next for you then? So obviously this Sunday, obviously go through Jordan Rita, obviously hopefully come away with a W. What do you fancy seeing yourself doing for 2023?
Just being as active as possible. I just want to get as much fights as I can under my belt, stay ready, get that record up.
Yeah, yeah. There's a quick comment as well coming in, James Sharp, just saying it's going to be a quick finish.
He knows it is.
So, and that's the thing. I mean, that's what you guys prepare for all sorts. You don't just prepare to go out there and dust somebody in seconds, but you prepare if it goes the full distance as well. So, and I know that from obviously speaking to Harris and the rest of the boys. So, you prepare for any eventuality in the fight.
You have to. Anything can happen.
Yeah, yeah. And then obviously your weight, everybody's hangry in the gym at the moment. Because obviously, again, I've spoke to a few of the guys, so everybody's cutting weight at the moment. So, what's the mood like in the camp?
The mood's always great in the camp. There's never a dull moment. Even when people are cutting weight, everybody's always keeping each other positive and got each other's back. So even though everybody's hungry, it's like you take it out on the pads and then we'll have a laugh after.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good as well. I mean, the fact that there's half a dozen of you guys on the card, so obviously there's half a dozen of you all kind of pushing each other and motivating each other to obviously cut the weight down, or as you say, whether it be hitting the pads or doing some sparring and so on. So it's good to have that many people on the card at once.
Even the people that are on the card, all the people in the gym, they're super supportive. All the guys that are like not fighting, but they still come in and train, and everybody helps, which makes it such a great gym.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely a great gym. I need to get up. I mean, I've been saying to Harris, I'm going to come up. So I had David Winiarski even saying, Stoom, come up and I'll put on a gi and we'll get some gi rounds as well. So, so I need to definitely get up at some point.
Aye, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. As I said, I'll be there on Sunday anyway, like I was the first one. So looking forward to it. I mean, any fight in particular that you're looking forward to seeing apart from your own, but anybody you want to see?
All the guys for Goliath, every one of them.
Yeah.
They're all going to come. Brilliant.
Yeah. A lot of support as well for Goliath, obviously being a home show. I mean, the atmosphere was fucking mad the last time, do you know what I mean? And obviously this time, as I said, it's proven. I mean, Kelvin was talking about I think he sold about fucking 40, 50, 60 tickets or something. So, yeah. He was talking about his gran and all that. His gran and his mum are going to be streaming at the cage and stuff like that. So, so what about you? Obviously, anybody going to be coming to support yourself, friends, family?
My mum and dad will be there, my wee sister. Guys, it's a bit late notice to be telling people, so pretty much there'll be tickets at the door. What then? Yeah,
yeah. How does mum and dad take it? Because obviously I know some mums and dads are all right. Dads are like, my boy, go out and kick ass.
My dad loves it. My mum hates it. She's like, I need to peer pressure her into coming.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, after she sees you go out and dust this, boy, quickly, then as I say, she'll be happy after it. She'll definitely be happy after it.
Well, she came to my last one, and as she had to run to the toilets.
Yeah. Man, it's going to be good. Going to be good to see them. Definitely going to be good to see the family. So, and then final thing for you then, Cody. So, been in the game for a little bit. I said you've trained with some amazing people. We saw a couple of pictures with you and the legend that is Saul Rogers. So, we obviously seen a couple of pictures of that. So, but yeah, anybody you want to shout out to, friends, family members, teammates, anything like that.
Just everybody, coaches, teammates, family, mum, dad, then the stamp.
Nice.
Links in my Instagram bio. Got a bio.
Definitely. So make sure you head over to his Instagram. I'd say definitely check them out. Definitely check them out. So, so guys, there we go. Then we're going to have Cody Lindsay, Goliath MMA, going to be up against Jordan Wheater. That's this Sunday, the 6th of November. So that's the Goliath Fight Series 2. Ticket availability, as we keep mentioning, you can either get them through the Facebook page, Goliath Fight Series, or as I say, there's tickets going to be available on the door. So anybody that can't go on Facebook, make sure you get your tickets at the door. Anybody that can't make the event on the night, then make sure you head over to that Goliath Fight Series page and get the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view last time was awesome as well. So you do not want to miss this. I mean, these are some of the top amateurs, as I keep saying, from all over. And again, we've got some unbelievable talent in Scotland, and Cody being one of them. So definitely make sure you do not miss this at all. So as James Sharp says, it's going to be a quick night. So Cody's going to make it a quick night. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. But Cody, that's an absolute pleasure, buddy. Enjoy the next couple of days, and I'll see you Sunday, buddy.
Cheers for having me.
Not a problem, mate. Looking forward to Sunday, all right?
Sunday, mate.
Take it easy, buddy.